Hi everyone, my name is Bailey Mueller and I am a certified personal trainer here today to talk about the effects exercise has on mental health. Now, I think we've all had this experience, that feel-good rush after a really good workout. And for some of us, this feeling may be a little bit more of a distant memory than a daily realization. However, I do think it is well known by most of us, if not all of us, that exercise strengthens your muscles, your bones, your heart, your lungs, so forth. And I'm sure we can also recognize and appreciate its ability to reverse and prevent certain diseases. But something that astonishes me is the fact that there's such a high prevalence of depression, anxiety, and other mental health disorders and conditions. It's a wonder to me how overlooked and how undervalued the benefits of exercise on mental health really are. In fact, just one exercise session alone, just one, has significant impact on your mental health. So let's say you start your workout. You start exercising for the first time maybe, whether that be hitting the gym, you're going to play one of your favorite sports, you're going for a run, or hey, even just taking your dog for a walk. Your body releases a number of neurotransmitters that run through your whole nervous system. Now, the magnitude of the release of these neurotransmitters and the effects that they have on your body will, of course, be dependent upon the intensity of the exercise you commit to. So one of these neurotransmitters that are released during exercise is endorphins. Now, endorphins are known as the natural painkiller chemical that goes through our body. It's like the feel-good hormone chemical that essentially helps us deal with stressful events in our lives. Another neurotransmitter that's released is called endocannabinoids. What does that sound like? It sounds a little bit like cannabis. Well, it operates the same way, except it's natural. Well, similarly. It's that runner's high feeling, the euphoria after you exercise. Another neurotransmitter that is released is dopamine. And dopamine is a pleasure hormone. It's responsible for regulating your heart rate, your mood, which is essential with mental health, your attention, and your motivation, which also often wanes. So, along with these neurotransmitters that are being released in our body, exercise is also helping mitigate that inflammation in our body. And I don't think I need to remind you, but maybe I do, that inflammation is a marker that often precedes many mental health conditions. So the fact that exercising is helping to mitigate this inflammation will help in turn us recover from our mental health. And along with both of these, along with combating the inflammation, exercise increases blood flow, which then carries more oxygen to the brain. And that's what our brain needs when mental health conditions are being experienced. There's often inflammation in the brain. It's not getting enough blood and oxygen, and hence the mood and stress responses. So that extra blood flow is going to be crucial to helping us take that first step to become mentally well again. And while all of these physiological changes are happening and these benefits are coming into the body, it's also mentally helping us as well. Exercise reduces cortisol markers, aka stress. Cortisol, stress, they're the same. It's an important and free way to have stress management option. I mean, according to some studies, exercise doesn't only help you handle stress. What's interesting is that it can prevent stress from taking place in the future by providing the body with cortisol resistance. Cortisol is a stress hormone resistance. So as you're exercising, you're becoming resistant to cortisol. So this helps people and assists them in coping with future stressful episodes or stressful situations. Along with that, exercise helps improve our self-confidence. And it brings with it satisfaction and pleasure. As you see the changes happening in your body, you see you're getting stronger, you see that your heart can endure more activity. So as it's improving our self-confidence, it's also mood enhancing. And that's associated with a reduction in negative thoughts. As we become happier, we tend to think about the clouds in the sky a little less than the sunshine. And exercise also promotes better sleep. And better sleep is one of those cycles that if we get better sleep, then we'll have a better morning. We may have time for that exercise session throughout the day. We'll have more energy. We'll probably have made better decisions with our meals. And with the exercise that we had in that morning, because we got the good sleep, then we can sleep earlier, and it just creates this wonderful rhythmic cycle upward and a spiral of very positive benefits. So a question that I often get is, what is the best type of exercise? Well, aerobic exercise is often what's touted to be the best. And I can't disagree, only because aerobic exercise is more established as far as evidence and studies are concerned. There are more people who have looked at aerobic activity and mental health in their research. So there's more research on the topic. However, there is an emergence of newer research that's being conducted and has been conducted on the benefits of resistance training. Resistance training being lifting weight, lifting your own body weight, having bands, anything that's creating tension. Push-ups is an example of resistance training, whereas aerobic is cardio. It's more focusing on your heart. So resistance training has ability as well to mitigate against anxiety and depression. Ultimately, though, the best type of exercise is the exercise that you will do. It's the exercise that you like doing. It's what you enjoy. And along with that, in an environment where you feel comfortable. Because where you're comfortable and what you enjoy will bring about more results and better results. And you'll be more likely to stick with whatever program you came up with or someone came up with for you. The commitment level will be greater, and you're likely going to move a little more frequently. So how long should we exercise? Studies have shown that even 1 hour of exercise a week, just 1 hour a week, you have all these hours, can prevent 13% of future depressive episodes. Okay, so if we broke that down into, say, a 6-day week, we had 1 day of rest, then that would just be 10 minutes a day. 1 hour of exercise a week can prevent 13% of future depressive episodes. It may sound small and insignificant, but that's a really small step that we can take to help us build up this resistance and feel our best again. However, that's minimal. That's where we begin to reap the benefits. But research has indicated that 150 minutes a week, on average, will provide more substantial results. This may sound intimidating, but if we break it down, that's really only 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. That includes the stairs you would take to work and walking your dog after a meal. So you can break that 30 minutes within the day up. You could do 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the afternoon after your lunch, and 10 minutes after supper. But 150 minutes a week is generally what's recommended to reap the most, more in this case is a little better, but to reap more benefits than just an hour a week. And I get it. I myself have personally struggled with depression. So how do you exercise when you don't even feel like it? It's not even a matter of I don't feel like going for a run. It's a matter of I don't feel like getting out of my bed. I don't feel like getting off of this couch. Period. End of story. Well, I've been there. And when you're down in the dumps, it's literally hard because you have no desire. But some suggestions that I have will help you create willpower when you don't have it yourself. Number one would be having a motivational component. Whatever this looks like for you, whatever is most motivating, but trying a reward system, for example, where you treat yourself with a relaxing bath or reading your favorite book after you complete a little workout. Or again, workout I use loosely. You're just wanting to move, you're wanting to go for a walk, get some sunshine, and raise your heart rate a little bit. My second suggestion, along with the motivational component, would be group exercise. And group exercise could be joining a gym, or it could be just walking with your neighbor. Having that external motivational factor that keeps you showing up. It's a little bit of a guilt trip sometimes when you know someone is waiting on you, and so you just have to do it because they're counting on you. And the third suggestion I have, if you're in this place, is hiring an exercise professional. Someone like myself, or even more fancy, like a physical therapist or a doctor of kinesthesiology, whatever it may be. Having that exercise professional to create a program for you when you have no idea of what to do and to have to show up for, again, will create greater adherence in the long run. So here's the bottom line. Medications and psychotherapy have been traditional methods to fight with mental health conditions. And they have their place, don't get me wrong. But regular exercise can be a promising solo or even complementary approach to dealing with mental health. And it's relatively inexpensive, which is the great part. And exercise is one of the only medicines in the entire world that can help in every area of our lives. It's key to unlocking, to unlocking the power and the package of exercise is consistency. Just don't give up. Whatever it is, like if you had first committed to biking 30 minutes a day and you no longer have steam for that, get out of bed and go for a walk. Like we just need to get moving. I hope that this has been insightful, and we really want to maintain this or gain the benefits of everything that's going on physiologically and mentally through the exercise package. So thank you so much for listening, and enjoy the rest of the program.